Step into the game. We the Curry brothers, night and day network. We bring awareness to the community, spreading consciousness. With the truth we chase greatness. In the darkness we shine like the brightest stars, using our platform to break mental prisons. You know who we are. From the streets to the stage, we never back down. Constantly evolving, we wear the crown. Mindful warriors, we're changing the game. Never stay the same. Night and day network, we're here to stay. Bring awareness and consciousness every single.
Don't be fooled by the internet. It's cool to get on the computer, but don't let the computer get on you. It's cool to use the computer, don't let the computer use you. You all saw The Matrix. There's a war going on, the battlefield's in the mind. The prize is the soul.
What's up, y'all? Yeah.
What in the heck is going on out here?
All right, y'all. We back with some more updates, with some more tea, some more news. We got to get into it because we missed yesterday. We didn't get to come on here live, so we gonna speak on this Abercrombie and Fitch, Mike Jefferies, and we got this supposedly leaked phone call from Diddy from jail, which we're gonna get into.
Yeah, probably AI.
Right, AI.
Yep. AI running rampant, y'all. We told y'all AI gonna be running rampant all the way to 2030. By the time 2030 come, everything gonna be AI running rampant.
You know what I mean?
It's AI season.
AI season, bro.
Right. We ain't talking about Allen Iverson either.
I know, right?
It's AI season.
Yo, come on there. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Hit that like button, please. And we gonna get into this. You know, shout out to y'all third shift workers that's tuning in. Y'all that's tuning in from the crib. You know what I mean? Right. And all that good stuff. All right, hold on. I'm trying to get to the live stream.
Yeah, so make sure y'all get
shout out to y'all that's coming in. Chris K, Melanated Drip.
That like button.
My incoming opinion, my babies in here. All right. All right, who else in here? Wendy Lucas, Melanated. All right. Life Beyond Ring, Faithful Affair, Sabrina, GT, Queen, K Money, Leslie Katie, Jelly Rose. What up, Jelly? Sean still smoking. Brother Seneca in here. What up, Brother Seneca? All right. God bless. All right, shout out to y'all. All right, we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into this Diddy call, man. Let's go ahead and get into this Diddy call. Yeah, this Diddy call, man.
Diddy jail call.
Let's get into this supposedly leaked Diddy jail call that's going viral all over the internet. So I don't know what it sounds like. This is my first time listening to it with y'all. I wanted to listen to it with y'all. I didn't want to just, So this is all of us listening to it at once.
Do not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes. Okay. Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about. Yeah. Did Jay reach out yet? Nah, Bob. He ghosting. This motherfucker. These sweet now because I'm in here. This is all good. You about to get out on bail. No. Hey, yo, check this out. Need you to reach out to the producer. Let these motherfuckers know there's a release.
Man, y'all don't get the heck out of here with this call, man.
That was it?
Nah.
For that new Netflix movie.
Alright, Pop. It's crazy right now.
Everybody out there quiet as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We gonna let them have their little fun, but I'm still gonna have the last laugh.
What about all these lawsuits, though, Pop?
Ain't none of them getting shit. I ain't worth nothing. Ain't got shit in my name anyway. Don't even worry about it. Bunch of money hungry bitches and shit.
Man, if y'all get
Sound
the
like
heck out of
Tubi.
here,
Why it sound like a Tubi TV
it do sound like a Tubi.
screenwriter wrote that?
Yo, if they
Why
don't
it
get
sound
the
like a
hell out of
Tubi
here
TV
with that,
screenwriter wrote that, bro? Like what's going on? I mean,
bro, if they don't get out of here with that, bro.
it sounds
Hold on.
pasty.
I gotta say, I think
That
I
joint
gotta
sounds
hear.
pasty as hell.
I gotta hear it without the spooky background music.
Yeah,
bro.
we gotta get that spooky background music out of it.
Hold on.
I mean, you can tell it's pasty. They probably put the background music on there to cover up the fact that it's AI and it's all pasty.
All right.
I like, yeah, they wrote that Hollywood behind script. Not even Hollywood, Tubi TV style script.
Bro, they don't get the hell up out of here with that, bro.
Yeah, recycle the pizza. Yeah, recycle
the pizza box. What he supposed to be talking in code?
Yeah, he's supposed to be talking in code.
Bro, man. Bro, y'all don't stop that, man.
You hear from Jay yet? Like he gonna say Jay
I
name
know.
right on the phone.
I know.
He gonna do all that code word for everything else, and they're gonna say, "You heard from Jay yet?"
All right.
Come on, man. You don't get out of here with that mess.
All right, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find one without.
Told y'all, AI gonna be running rampant. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Y'all just getting in here. AI gonna be running rampant, y'all.
I'm gonna run that call back, y'all, but I gotta do it without.
Yeah, we gonna run the call back one more time for y'all. For those of y'all who just getting in here, man, to hear this ridiculous so-called leaked Diddy jail call. I guess he was talking to. He was supposedly talking to his son. Who was? Which one was he supposed to be talking to?
I don't know, bro. I don't
was it supposed to be Christian?
Bro, I don't know who he's supposed to be talking to.
Yeah, who was he even supposed to be talking to?
Right,
it was one of his sons because I think he say dad or something in there. But man, that John, you can tell that John AI.
All right, here
we go, out here capping right now.
Here we go, y'all.
None of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes.
The what?
All the boxes. Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about.
Yeah.
Did Jay reach out yet?
Nah, Bob. He ghosting.
What is this motherfucker doing?
It's all good. You about to get out on bail.
Need you to reach out to the producer. Let these motherfuckers know there's a release.
Man, y'all get the hell out of here with that, man.
That pace.
And it gotta be from of course it's Tic Tac.
Tic Tac.
Gotta be Tic Tac.
And Tubi TV style script writers that put that conversation together.
Man, if they don't get out of here with that, man.
They tried to go Hollywood with it. I'm talking in code.
All right.
Recycle the pizza boxes and
recycle the pizza plastic. That sound like one of them early on.
Where the J call.
All right, it sound like one of them early
on. Saying? Come on, man.
2000, early 2000 skits. With the, I mean, remember the Jones, the Tupac, ate my Cheetos?
Right.
Remember them Jones? That sound like one of them type of Jones.
Oh, them animated Jones from like 2006, 2004.
All right. If they don't get out of here with that, man, y'all get out my face with that, man. Come with something better than that.
Man, bro, that Jones was they completely made that Hollywood. You talk to Jay.
You talk to Jay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You recycled, we ain't supposed to be talking about no business over the phone. We might. you recycled the extra pizza boxes.
Yeah, that's funny.
What about all the extra plastics? Come on, man. You hear from Jay yet? All that code talking, but they didn't start naming names.
All right. They don't get out of here with that.
Out of here with that, man.
All right, y'all. We gonna move on to Jefferies, man.
But let us know in the comments if y'all in the chat if y'all think that was AI or was it an actual phone call.
Yeah, that was
my opinion, man. That was AI, man. That was somebody was out there doctoring some stuff up. Their numbers was low. They got creative and they cooked this up.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
So as y'all know, Mike Jefferies, former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, whatever, what is it, Abercrombie and Fitch.
Diddy ain't the only one.
He got arrested. He got arrested on some sex trafficking, man. So it's like these billionaires, they getting them on sex trafficking, bro. I don't know what it is. I think they trying, like you said, I think they moving people out the way to make new gatekeepers, to bring in new gatekeepers. You know how it go.
Well, this is one of the guys that stepped down, though.
Yeah,
because he's an ex-CEO, Abercrombie. He's not the current.
Yeah, but maybe
he's one of the guys that stepped down.
All right. So I guess we can go ahead and get into this Abercrombie and Fitch article. This is put out by damn, let me get back to it. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to pull something else up too.
Make sure y'all click that like button if y'all just getting in here. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all for tuning in.
All right. Please hit that like button, top right corner, y'all. We're doing the vertical joint. So
and we still got 20% off on the shop too. NightandDayHerbals.com. This is definitely sponsored by NightandDayHerbals.com.
NightandDayHerbals.com.
You know what I'm saying? You could go get detoxes, natural hair care, skincare products, CBD. All types of stuff. CBD. You know what I mean? NightandDayHerbals.com. Right now it's 20% off, and we do fast shipping.
Yep, herbal soaps, body oils, smell good body oils, natural.
First death.
Let's go ahead and get into it.
The former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, Mike Jefferies, appearing in federal court in West Palm Beach. He is one of 3 men at the center of an FBI investigation accused of running a prostitution and international sex trafficking operation.
The defendants allegedly preyed on the hopes and dreams of their victims by exploiting, abusing, and silencing them to fulfill their own desires with insidious secret intentions.
Good evening. I'm Felicia Rodriguez. Investigative reporter Terry Parker was in court for today's hearing and has been digging through that indictment. She learned prosecutors believe these crimes were going on for years.
The indictment charges that from 2008 to 2015, Michael Jefferies, his partner Matthew Smith, and their employee ran an international sex trafficking ring and prostitution business. And they used a network of people to make it all happen and to keep it secret. In court today, Jefferies appeared calm. And when the judge told him that he knew his lawyer and he was excellent, Jefferies said, "Good. I'm glad to hear that." 80-year-old Michael Jefferies, former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, looked calm, wearing a navy pullover sweater and white pants, leaving federal court surrounded by his lawyers after the judge ruled he could go free on bond while fighting his sex trafficking charges.
What?
Prosecutors agree with.
Hold on, he got bail and Diddy didn't. Let's continue.
How?
How? We'll be back with commentary on this,
right?
But let me go and finish this off.
His lawyers on a $10 million bond secured by a house he co-owns with his wife in Fishers Island, New York. Jefferies will be fitted with a GPS ankle monitor and restricted to his home on Palm Beach. The indictment states that Jefferies, his life partner Matthew Smith, and an employee of theirs used their power, wealth, and Jefferies' position at Abercrombie to entice more than a dozen young male model hopefuls to attend parties where they were forced into sex acts.
To anyone who thinks they can exploit and coerce others by using the so-called casting couch system, this case should serve as a warning.
Yeah, we're going to get into the press conference. This is a snippet from the press conference that I guess they added to but we got the whole press conference. We're going to pull it up and see what he was really into, what they saying he was into. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Hit that like button, top right corner. We're going to finish off this, and then we're going to pull the press conference and all that up.
Prepare to trade that couch for a bed in federal prison.
Prosecutors say Jefferies used the promise of being an Abercrombie model to coerce the men into sex, often using drugs. The indictment says their employees scouted the young men from across the world and invited them to parties where they were then forced into having sex with Jefferies and Smith and others.
Jefferies and Smith employed James Jacobson to act as a recruiter to find men. Jacobson engaged in, quote, tryouts with men across the world where he would typically pay them to engage in sex acts with him.
The indictment follows civil lawsuits alleging the same charges. One of those plaintiffs, David Bradbury.
So today marks a big step forward on behalf of David Bradbury and the other survivors in this action. The arrest this morning served as a validation in their bravery for coming forward and sharing their stories and experiences. And our law firm looks forward to continue representing all survivors of abuse and ensuring that all parties are held responsible.
Jefferies will be able to go home to his Palm Beach condo tonight. His partner must remain behind bars until marshals take him to New York to be arraigned. And their employee was also arrested in Wisconsin.
All right, so Mike Jefferies get $10 million bail. Diddy gets nothing. So he get to fight his case outside of the court, outside, but Diddy, outside the jail, but Diddy got to sit in there. That makes me think that Diddy was not to say he's innocent or guilty, because we don't know, he wasn't there, but he specifically was targeted, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, and they don't want him to get out.
I think the whole system is crumbling. I think it's just as dangerous for Diddy as I think it's just as dangerous for this Abercrombie dude, Jeffrey, than it is for Diddy. It could be just as more dangerous for Jeffrey when they let him out.
Yeah,
because no telling what else he knows.
Right.
So it goes back to what we was telling y'all. The whole system is crumbling. Hollywood, big CEOs, execs, music people in the financial world. You see, they going to jail and getting life, and or losing everything and jumping out of the window and all this type. You see, the whole system is crumbling, and all this ties into basically they're resetting the system again. So they getting rid of a lot of people who've been in our faces for years. You gotta think about it. Diddy would be bigger than this Jeffrey dude, because Diddy been in the game longer than this Jeffrey dude and doing that type of stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He's been in the game way long, so he would have a lot more dirt and stuff. So they wouldn't want Diddy to be out.
Yeah,
because Diddy can start naming names if he wanted to.
Yeah,
like that's why they sent Homeland Security after Diddy, and they didn't send Homeland Security after this Jeffrey guy.
Yeah, exactly. The tapes, because the tapes.
Right.
Tape.
Yeah, Diddy was on a whole nother level, bro. If you go, you just see all the celebrities and stuff and all the execs and all that stuff he was tied to.
Yeah.
He probably got a lot of information on them individuals.
All right.
You know how they be like, oh, you get in too deep. Like you go in so deep and like you can't even get back out without something happening to you because you got just too much information.
All right. So now we got the press conference. Got the press conference, y'all. So this is the press conference where they run down all the charges and all the things that Jefferies and his his compadres was into. So I seen them mention the casting couch, the Hollywood casting couch. So let's go ahead and get into this, man. If y'all ain't smashed that like button,
they bringing down the entertainment business. You hear that? Casting couch, which means they bringing down the that's code word for bringing down the industry.
Yeah, please smash that like button.
Listen to what these people are saying. Like Hollywood is about to fall. Even the sports. So like you just seen this winter Olympian dude, this Canadian Olympian snowboarder. You see, he got they looking for him. He's wanted for running a multinational drug ring.
Yeah.
So it's like they taking down everybody and everything right now. It's like a big reset.
Yeah.
So any of these other celebrities, they got anything to hide out there, they already know about it. And they coming after you next.
Please hit that like button, y'all. If y'all just coming in here, let's go ahead and get into this press conference.
With me today are James Dennehy, Assistant Director in charge of the FBI's New York Field Office. We have Deputy Chief Carlos Ortiz, Commanding Officer of the NYPD's Special Victims Unit. And we have my office's outstanding prosecution team, Aaron Reed, Megan Farrell, and Philip Pilmar.
We got almost 600 people in here, man. Please hit that like button if you're just coming in here, and go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. All right.
We're here today to announce the arrest and charging of 3 defendants. Former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, Michael Jefferies, Matthew Smith, and James Jacobson on charges of sex trafficking and engaging in interstate prostitution. Powerful individuals for too long have trafficked and abused for their own sexual pleasure young people with few resources and a dream of securing a successful career in fashion or entertainment. To anyone who thinks they can exploit and coerce others by using the so-called casting couch system, this case should serve as a warning. Prepare to trade that couch for a bed in federal prison. The message from today's prosecution is clear. Sexually exploiting vulnerable human beings is a crime, and doing so by dangling dreams of a future in fashion or modeling or any other business is no different. My office and our law enforcement partners will always prioritize standing up for victims, no matter their gender, And no matter how powerful the wrongdoers think they are, we will hold them to account. As we allege in the indictment, between 1992 and 2014, Michael Jefferies was the chief executive officer of Abercrombie and Fitch. Abercrombie was a widely known clothing retailer with stores around the world. Aspiring fashion models knew that a place on one of Abercrombie's iconic ads could be the ticket to success in the modeling industry. But while Jefferies was the CEO of one of the most recognizable clothing retailers in the world, he was using his power, his wealth, and his influence to traffic men for his own sexual pleasure and that of his romantic partner, Matthew Smith. The charging documents describe in graphic and disturbing detail the violent and exploitive acts these defendants perpetrated, for which they will now face justice in a court here in the Eastern District of New York.
Please hit that like button, y'all.
So here's what's alleged in the indictment. Jefferies and Smith employed James Jacobson to act as a recruiter to find men. Jacobson engaged in, quote, tryouts with men across the world where he would typically pay them to engage in sex acts with him. Following the tryouts with Jacobson, Smith would often then personally approve whether the men who were selected would meet Jefferies and Smith. The defendants would fly the selected men to Jefferies and Smith's homes in the Hamptons, in New York City, or to hotels around the world in such places as England, France, Italy, Morocco, and St. Bart's,
right corner,
for the purpose of attending events
almost 1,000
to engage in commercial sex. But beyond simply hiring men for sex, Jefferies, Smith, and Jacobson used force, fraud, and coercion to traffic those men for their own sexual gratification. For example, as alleged, the defendants employed a referral system and an interview process that did not inform the men of the details of the sex events before they attended, including the full extent and nature of the sexual activity that would be required of the men at these events. They caused the men to believe that attending these sex events could yield modeling opportunities with Abercrombie or otherwise benefit their careers. Smith and Jefferies employed a secret staff to operate these sex events. The staff ensured that the men signed non-disclosure agreements and handed over their personal items, such as their phones, before the start of the events to maintain the secrecy of these events. The defendants caused the men to believe that not complying with requests for certain acts, sex acts during the events, could harm their careers. The defendants pressured the men to consume alcohol, Viagra, and muscle relaxants known as poppers during the sex events.
Wow, poppers?
They required the presence of staff during the sexual activity and ensured that the men did not leave the sex events until Jefferies and Smith decided that the sessions were over.
I know they got some.
Also, as alleged, on more than one occasion, Jefferies and Smith either directed others to inject or personally injected men with an erection-inducing substance for the purpose of causing the men to engage in sex acts the men were incapable of engaging in or unwilling to engage in. Additionally, the indictment alleges on more than one occasion when men did not or could not consent, Jefferies and Smith violated the bodily integrity of these men by subjecting them or continuing to subject them to invasive sexual and violent contact by body parts and other objects. As alleged in the indictment, Jefferies, Smith, and Jacobson didn't just carry this activity on for a couple of occasions.
Got 1.2K people
Their
in here.
sex trafficking and prostitution enterprise lasted at least from the end of 2008 until early 2015. During that period, the defendants hired dozens of men and transported them to New York and around the globe. They spent millions of dollars on a massive infrastructure to support this operation and maintain its secrecy. This included hundreds of thousands of dollars of cash for commercial sex, prolific amounts of money for staff to run the sex events, money for domestic travel, international travel, hotel rooms, services from a security company, and Jacobson's salary, among other things. Now, this investigation remains ongoing. Although there are 15 John Does identified as victims in this indictment, this interstate prostitution venture encompassed dozens and dozens of men. And I encourage anyone with information about this case, including anyone who was a victim of the defendant's alleged crimes, to contact the FBI. 1-800-CALL-FBI.
Man, this industry going down.
Now, I want to thank the victims who have already come forward for sharing their stories. Prosecutions like this are really impossible without the bravery of victims who are willing to report what happened to them to law enforcement. This office, the Department of Justice, and its law enforcement partners will continue to work tirelessly to protect victims from powerful individuals who use their wealth and their influence to exploit and harm others for sexual gratification. In addition to my team,
1.3K
I'd like to
people
give
here.
special
Please
thanks
smash
to
that like
FBI
button.
Special Agent Amanda Young and NYPD detectives Paul Byrne and Antonio Pagan, who have worked hard on this investigation in the pursuit of justice. I'll now turn it over to FBI Assistant Director in Charge, Demi.
Bro, one quick pause.
Yo, please smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button, top right corner. Smash that like button. Run them likes up. Run those likes up, please. Go ahead.
I hope y'all know the Fed's been on a lot of these celebrities and a lot of these CEOs, these execs, all these people for years. You remember when they all stepped down? You remember when all these different CEOs of all these different companies stepped down?
I gotta pull that up, bro. I got you.
Yeah. Y'all gotta understand, this is literally Operation Casting Couch, because they all did it in all the business. You see, he mentioned all the businesses, not just fashion, but also entertainment, period, fashion, political stuff. Y'all remember the Bill Clinton stuff and the Monica Lewinsky stuff in the 90s? Like, it's all that stuff, everything. It's like in the political world, in the entertainment world, in the fashion world, it's everything. It's all corrupt. Even in the religious world, even some things with the Catholic Church and all of that. The whole system is falling.
Reset.
It's like they literally running Operation Casting Couch, and they've been keeping tabs on all of these individuals, every last one of them. So if y'all celebrities did something, they know about it.
Phone taps.
Yeah, they coming. They coming, y'all.
Yeah.
If any of y'all did something, they already know. You already been recorded. They already been building a case against you. Operation Casting Couch.
Right.
That's a huge operation. It would take years to take down that, because it's a whole international ring.
Facts.
That's wild.
All right, I guess we can continue this.
Let's continue.
It's the FBI running down the charges of Mike Jefferies from Abercrombie and Fitch. So this is the press conference. The Feds. This is the Feds. Speak about the investigation. So, if y'all ain't smashed that like button, smash the top right, the top the three dots at the top. Smash that like button, because we're gonna get into the CEOs stepping down too. I got that pulled up as well. So let's get into the rest of this federal conference.
Thank you, Breon. Good afternoon. I'm Jim Dennehy, Assistant Director in charge of the FBI's New York Field Office. Today's indictment highlights the abhorrent behavior of Michael Jefferies, Matthew Smith, and James Jacobson. What's alleged in the indictment is not only beyond disturbing, dishonorable, and disgraceful, but simply put, it's criminal. In short, these individuals are charged with running a prostitution and international sex trafficking business using a combination of force, fraud, and coercion to induce victims into participating in their illegal operations. The alleged behavior occurred here in New York City and in multiple countries worldwide. The defendants allegedly preyed on the hopes and dreams of their victims by exploiting, abusing, and silencing them to fulfill their own desires with insidious secret intentions. Despite the alleged efforts of Jefferies, Smith, and Jacobson to conceal their crimes, efforts that included threatening victims and requiring them to sign non-disclosure agreements, among other things, their plan failed. This case is yet another example of individuals using their wealth, power, or reputation to manipulate and control others for their own personal interests. I'd like to speak for a second to the victims in this case and others, both those who have come forward and those we believe are still out there. The FBI and our partners make it our mission to prioritize those who have been victimized by sexual predators. We know victims come from all walks of life. They're our neighbors, our friends, and members of our community. We won't allow these criminal acts to go unchecked. We know our agency, however, cannot combat this threat alone, and we remain committed to investigating and bringing these cases forward to prosecution with our partners. We have dedicated teams ready to listen to you and to advocate for you, and we have victim specialists available to provide the necessary resources you need. If you or someone you know is a victim in this case or any other, the number to call is 1-800-CALL-FBI or online at tips.fbi.gov. We are committed to ensuring you not only get the assistance you need to cope, but also that you're aware of your rights. I'd like to thank the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of New York, Breon Peace, and the members of EDNY's Civil Rights Section and Long Island Division's Criminal Section. I'd also like to thank the NYPD's Detective Bureau and its Specialty Enforcement Division and Special Victims Division, as well as the FBI's Miami and Milwaukee field offices. And also, I'd like to thank the dedicated investigators and personnel from the FBI NYPD Child Exploitation Human Trafficking Task Force. Once again, we are waiting to hear from you, and we're here to help you. The number to call is 1-800-CALL-FBI.
Man.
Thank you. Now I'd like to turn it over to Deputy Chief Ortiz.
Hello, my name is Deputy Chief Carlos Ortiz. I am the commanding officer of the NYPD Special Victims Unit. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us this afternoon. The NYPD is committed to fighting for all victims of sexual violence. We stand here today with our federal partners as we continue that mission. Our continued collaboration allows us the necessary resources to ensure successful prosecutions. First of all, I want to thank Attorney Pierce, FBI Assistant Director in charge, Dennehy, and their staff, along with my human trafficking unit led by Captain Chase and Lieutenant Picarello for their diligent work in regards to this case. As evident by today's announcement, We hope our work is able to bring some sense of dignity back to these survivors. The NYPD encourages all survivors of sexual-based violence, including trafficking, to come forward and speak with us, regardless of gender, immigration status, race, or sexual orientation. Our investigators are equipped to handle all reports. Our joint federal teams remain committed to end all human trafficking. The mission and obligation of the NYPD Special Victims Unit is to provide a voice for those that feel unheard. We are here for you. Together with our federal partners, we will continue to fight for the victims of the city and all over the country. Thank you.
We'll take a few questions.
The indictment says that this alleged conduct ended in 2015. Why did it take nearly a decade for you to come to this moment? And then did it just suddenly stop in 2015? And then if you would also say a word about the intersection of the civil lawsuits with the criminal process.
Yeah, so, these prosecutions really depend, as I said earlier, on the bravery of the victims to come forward and tell their stories. That happened in this case. Once that happened, our team and our law enforcement partners investigated this case thoroughly and quickly, and we're now arriving at this day when we're charging the conduct.
Y'all think Mike Jefferies
stayed around a lot of those fashion designers? He stayed in those fashion events. He
think Mike Jefferies on
John
the
and
Diddy
all
tape?
that.
Y'all think Mike
possible?
Right? Y'all think Mike Jefferies might be on some of them Diddy tapes? We will see.
Who knows? We don't know, man. We can't confirm or deny any of this, but I wouldn't put it past them.
Right.
We're here. We will listen. We will investigate and bring charges where appropriate. The intersection of the civil lawsuits, there really is.
Yo, shout out to y'all just tuning in. We got 1.4K people on here. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Let's continue.
Our investigation is based on our investigation, the facts, the evidence we find, and the law. And so the civil lawsuits don't dictate what we do or vice versa.
And do you believe the conduct ended in 2015, or that's just what's chargeable?
I will say, I think the best way to answer that is say this investigation remains ongoing. We encourage any victims or any witnesses to come forward with additional information. And if there's a need to bring further charges, we, of course, will not hesitate to do that.
I had a question about the events themselves. When they took place, were they like company sanctioned events, or did they at any point happen on company grounds? And about the John Does, were they employed at all by the company? Were they working in stores? Did any of them actually make it to be part of these like advertisements? Or were they just simply brought in for these purposes and then recycled out?
I can't go beyond the allegations in the indictment. We don't have evidence that this happened on company grounds, but I will not go further into who is aware where things happen beyond what is already in the indictment, including with respect to what happened after the events. I can't get into our interview process. We interviewed many witnesses. As I said, their team and our law enforcement partners did a very thorough investigation into this activity. We have named 15 John Does, but as I indicated before, there may be other victims out there. We're hoping to hear from folks after this, and we will take action as appropriate. I think we became aware through media reports, which is not uncommon. When you have media that reports on stories that relate to crimes, alleged crimes, we follow up and do our diligence. So,
Thank you for doing this thorough remarks. Two questions. I think I want to clarify a little bit on Mark Morales' point. Does the indictment allege that the resources of Abercrombie, which were involved in the furtherance of this sex trafficking where the company itself would have any liability? And then secondly, generally, just from a sex victims and sexual violence and the investigatory standpoint, we have this situation, these scenarios that are now.
Thank y'all for liking this video. I appreciate y'all.
Power, control, manipulation of those who have aspirations. You have the Sean Combs case. You have this case. Are we finding that there are going to be more widespread investigations with regard to officials in power exploiting and manipulating people? Do we see like a trend happening where more victims are coming forward? So it's twofold.
Yeah, so in the first question, we don't allege in the indictment that the resources of Abercrombie and Fitch were used in furtherance of this criminal activity. But what we do allege and acknowledge is that the fact that Michael Jefferies was CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch was utilized, and the potential of an opportunity at Abercrombie to be in an ad or things like that were some of the carrots that I think people perceived as what they would achieve by participating in this activity. On your second question, I don't know if I could say it's a trend one way or the other. I'm hopeful that to the extent there are victims out there who have been subjected to trafficking activity, abuse, exploitation, that they would be confident enough in their federal and state law enforcement partners to come forward. As I said before, we listen, we investigate, we take action, and we will not hesitate to bring charges. In this office in particular, and my civil rights team, I think we have a track record of bringing cases with respect to people in power who have taken advantage of and abused others. We prosecuted R. Kelly. We brought the NXIVM case. We don't hesitate to hold the powerful and the wealthy to account if they have violated federal criminal laws.
And just to clarify, when I say a trend from the power, you may have just clarified that, but with regard to, how widespread and pervasive it seems to be becoming externally facing with regard to those in power control, manipulating and exploiting people. Are you finding that your investigations are leveling off, or are they consistent, or are we finding that you are investigating more cases of this in this space?
As I said before, I think we stand ready to investigate any criminal conduct, whether it relates to rich and powerful or not so rich and powerful. If
telling you right there,
sex
you
trafficking
see,
laws, interstate prostitution laws, etc.
they moving the goalposts on sex trafficking, y'all. I mean, any type of movement across state lines, they're gonna deem that as sex trafficking. You know what I'm saying? So you pimping out there and you're going across state lines, they're gonna hit you with trafficking charge.
Are violated, we stand ready to investigate and bring charges as appropriate.
What more can you say about victims allegedly being recruited as heterosexual men to engage in non-heterosexual acts? And also, can you elaborate more on why this happened?
Bro, they saying even the casting couch
Well,
stuff
I think
is,
I'll take the second part
it's
first.
trafficking.
Venues driven by the
That's
activity,
crazy.
as I mentioned earlier, and as alleged in the indictment. Much of this activity happened in New York, in the Hamptons in particular, which is a part of the Eastern District of New York. We have JFK International Airport, and travel comes to and through JFK, etc. So that's sort of the reason in part that we are bringing this case, among other reasons. There are victims here, etc. There's really nothing more beyond the indictment that I can discuss regarding why the choice was for heterosexual men, etc. I think I'm limited to what's there. Yeah.
When you said media reports, did you media reports in 2023 last year?
I think, is it? Yes. Yes.
And then these 15 people who bravely came forward, had any of them had previously complained to law enforcement, for example, local law enforcement?
I can't comment on that. Any other questions? Jonathan?
Sir, on another topic, there's great public interest in this city regarding corruption allegations.
Only going to take questions on this topic. We're not answering any questions on other topics. We said that when the press conference started. Next question.
Can you talk about what's going to happen next as far as when
Yes, so they will have their initial appearances in courts, Florida, and I think Minnesota. And then they will be brought to New York or travel to New York to be arraigned. We're expecting that will happen either at the end of this week or early next week. In terms of the detention, we put in a detention memo outlining our position for Matthew Smith. We are seeking detention in part, because he is a dual citizen of the United States and the UK. The risk of flight are particularly acute with him. And for the other two, we're seeking substantial bail packages. If those aren't met, of course, we expect that they would be detained as well. Obviously, those decisions are up to the judges who do the arraignment.
So, if I can try on topic, in regards to evidence, you said phones were taken from many of the victims' private. Do you have any video on top of other evidence besides the story of the witnesses that will help substantiate?
We have substantial evidence. We have travel records, we have financial records, we have testimony of victims and other witnesses. So we think we have a lot of evidence that corroborates the charges in this case.
Last question. Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
There's a press release, an indictment, and a detention letter on the table. When you go out, feel free to help yourself to it.
What y'all are witnessing is the complete collapse of a whole global system.
Facts.
Y'all have to understand what's going on here. Everything's about to change. Things are not going to be ran the same anymore. They don't even need these CEOs anymore. They can just have AI run everything. They don't need these individuals ahead of these companies anymore. They don't even need scientists in the laboratory anymore because they can just have AI run it. Because AI, they got the humanoid robots and the drones and all that extra stuff. Yeah. Like, you don't even need humans anymore, y'all. I don't think y'all getting it. A lot of these CEOs, they've been knowing that they've been doing this stuff for years. You think the FBI don't know what everybody's already doing, or the government don't know what everybody's already doing? Mm-hmm. Everybody's stuff been tapped and wired, and they could tap into cameras years ago through cable boxes and all that. Like, so you already know. They already knew all this stuff was going on throughout these years. They didn't do nothing because they was behind the operation themselves. But now, since the system is changing, now they don't even need these humans anymore. So they like, we could just let AI run everything and then put everything on the algorithm.
Yeah. So we're gonna get this is right here is all the CEOs that stepped down. Record-breaking numbers, man. The CEOs that stepped down from all these corporations. So let's get into this Fox Business Alert journey. Let's get into
Fox Business Alert. It is no doubt the top business story of the day. Chipotle CEO Brian Niccol jumping from burritos to baristas, leaving Chipotle investors holding the bag. As soon as the news hit the tape this morning, the casual Mexican chain stock headed south of the border and gapped below its 200-day moving average. That's a key indicator traders use to determine longer-term price moves. Chipotle Mexican Grill right now down 7%. Meanwhile, Starbucks shares are on a caffeine high. The stock, which went public way back in June of 1992, is up 21.9%. That's the biggest gain ever. The company said today CEO Laxman Narasimhan has stepped down. It comes after former Starbucks chief Howard Schultz wrote an open letter criticizing the company's direction. Niccol is set to take over as the new CEO September 9th. Joining us now in a Fox Business exclusive is retail analyst Stacy Whitlet. Stacy, Nickel knocked the skin off the avocado at Chipotle. I mean, I was trying to say knock the cover off the ball, but you know what? The stock went to the moon during his tenure. What makes him a good fit, though, for Starbucks?
So you're getting basically the Simone Biles of
hold on.
restaurant leadership here. And this is a leader who took Chipotle from the E. coli scandal to one of the most efficiently and digitally and premium run quick serve restaurants out there here. So, you know, he's the one that reinvigorated the menu, right? He's the one that led in terms of digital and efficiency. He also is customer driven. And what Starbucks needs right now, Liz, if you have been into any Starbucks recently, you walk in and you stand there for 15, 20 minutes waiting for a cup of coffee that's $6. And there's nothing more infuriating.
All right, hold on, y'all. Let me do this. Let me switch to this real quick. This is the list. It's actually the list.
Yeah, we need a list of all the CEOs that stepped
pull
down
that up now.
just within the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And a lot of them went to jail. A lot of them shoot. Some of them got, taken out. The Cash App guy got taken out.
Yeah, he damn sure
They
did.
stabbed him all up. Like, it's crazy out here. It's crazy in that world, man. It's all sharks out there in that world.
CEOs quitting at a record pace.
Look at that.
Yep. So, all right, now, this is all the CEOs right here. Kevin Lyles, 300 record Electric Entertainment. Lyles has been with, y'all know who Kevin Lyles is, used to be work with Def Jam. That's the one Dane went off on. Def Jam jackets, remember? It says Lyles has been with the parent company Warner since 2004. In the past year, he has been the defender of Sean Diddy Combs. And the insider company says Lyles' exit could be direct result to reports TMZ says. Well, I guess the results of Diddy stepping down. So you have Laxman, what's his name? Narasimhan, Starbucks. So these is all the list of the CEOs stepping down. It says after less than 1 year, the position, Narasimhan or whatever his name is, suddenly stepped down in August. Wow, no longer with no specific reason given. Some investors were calling the measures the boost the stock price, and it's apparently worked as Starbucks stock surged more than 24% after Narasimhan resignation and the hiring of Brian Nickel, who was the CEO of Chipotle. So you got David Calhoun of Boeing, Bob Backish of Paramount Global, Stephen Scher of Hertz. You got John Donahoe of Nike, Kaz Kobayashi of Warner Music Japan. Damn, bro, this is a lot of CEOs, bro.
Yeah, they all stepping down, bro.
Yeah.
And the ones that didn't step down, they mysteriously, unalive. You know what I'm saying? Some got driven off of a cliff. Some blew up in helicopters. Some went down with planes. Yeah, some drowned in front of their home in their beach house. Like it's certain, you know what I'm saying? Just so you like, all right, this is some serious stuff. That's why I said people say, oh, what's the name? Jefferies got bail and Diddy didn't. Well, it's just as dangerous for Jefferies as it is for Diddy.
Yeah, right.
I mean, the Cash App guy was also white, just as white as Jefferies is. And look what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't about skin color.
Nah, it's a changing of the guards.
Right.
New out with the old, in with the new.
Hey.
They come up with new basically it's technocrats. The technocrats run everything right now, bro. AI took over. You see, Elon Musk just released those what's the name of those Optimus?
They don't need no more humans, bro.
13, what do you say? 20,000, 30,000 a unit. So each person will be able to have one of those Optimus units in their home, cooking, cleaning for them, doing whatever. Go in the grocery store, walking the dog, iRobot type of thing.
Negro, look at the robo taxis.
The
They ain't
robo
even got no
taxis.
pedals, bro. The robo taxis ain't even got no pedals, nor no steering wheel. It's all automated and it drives itself.
Right.
Bro, you ain't even, you people is not even gonna be driving anymore. They just gonna be hopping in them Johns and they ain't gonna be nothing driving you but just the car itself.
That's crazy.
Like they don't even need and then they got the vans and the buses.
Yeah, that was in Total Recall, remember?
Right. So it's like they not even gonna need bus driver. They don't need nobody anymore. They don't need, like we said, they don't even need singers and all that anymore. AI can create albums.
Right.
And it sounds just like the entertainer.
Yeah.
I think that Beyonce album, that country, I think that was AI.
Yeah, that's AI.
I think
joint.
that was
Yeah,
AI, bro.
They just used the real voice though.
They just used her real voice, but it was AI generated.
Yeah, it was. That Cowboy Carter album,
Right.
yeah, that was used. They used
That
her
was
voice,
AI
her real
generated.
voice, but they just used the AI generated.
They use her voice and image, but it's all AI generated for sure.
Yeah.
That's what we trying to tell y'all. They're not going to need these celebrities in the same way anymore. They already snuck a few movies in where they use it, where they replaced the actor or the actress with AI.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They ain't even have to be there. All the AI do have to is get your biometrics, get your body structure and all that type of stuff, and your voice, and it recreates you inside the computer.
All right, AI could be great. It could be used in good ways.
So they ain't gonna need these celebrities no more, y'all.
In the hands of the wicked, we know AI is not good in the hands of the wicked, but I mean, AI is supposed to be there to assist humanity. That's AI is like our baby, the same way we are to God. We assist God by being on earth and playing out our positions. AI is the same way. You know what I mean? It gives us that same, basically there to basically use as a tool to uplift humanity. But a lot we know in the wicked hands, they use it to destroy and control. We know how it is. So so we got 180 CEOs leave their posts March 2024.
180, bro.
So let's go ahead and get into this article. See, this is AI right here. I like this. Let's get into it.
180 CEOs leave their posts in March 2024. Highest quarterly total on record. Public. The number of CEO changes at U.S. companies fell 27. It is up 29% from the 139 CEO exits recorded in the same month last year. According to a report released Thursday by global outplacement and business and executive coaching firm Challenger, Gray, and Christmas Inc. It is up 29% from the 139 CEO exits recorded in the same month last year. March's total is the highest for the month since the firm began tracking CEO exits in 2002. In the first quarter, 622 CEOs have announced their departures, the highest quarterly total on record. It is up 49% from the 418 exits in the first quarter of last year. C-level leaders have had an incredibly challenging few years and are transitioning out of their roles, whether for new opportunities or to get fresh starts elsewhere. Rapid technological advancements, in addition to an election year, may make it a palatable time to make changes at the top, he added. Women's CEO. The rate of new CEOs who are women held in March from February, but has fallen yoy. In March, 27.2% of new CEOs were women, down from 30% through March 2023. 20% of exiting CEOs were women in the first quarter, down from 21% through the first quarter last year. Women leaders are often not feeling supported in their roles. This could include a lack of flexibility, lower pay than their male counterparts, inequitable expectations, and a lack of resources, said Challenger. Where are CEO exits happening? Government nonprofit led last month with 47 CEO exits, 44 of which occurred at nonprofits, for a total of 154. This is a 78% increase from the 88 CEO exits in this sector during the same period last year. Technology follows with 13 CEO exits last month. So far this year, this industry has announced 65 CEO exits, up 30% of the 50 announced in the first quarter of 2023.
Do y'all
Healthcare
hear
products
all?
announced
Hold on, man.
15 CEO
Do y'all
changes
hear
in March.
all these CEOs dropping out?
There's a reason. They got the reason.
All
for it.
these CEOs at the same time within the same span of time, y'all. That don't happen for no reason. That's because all of them are being part of this Operation Casting Couch. Diddy, there's somebody out there telling on everybody.
Think Diddy in there telling, bro?
And not just Diddy, people who got arrested
All
before
people
him.
arrested?
Weinstein could have been in there talking.
Epstein could have told before he,
Yup. Anybody, any of them that's already Robert could be talking.
Yeah, but what he
anybody.
He don't know too much.
Man,
Robert don't know more than.
you probably right about Robert not knowing too much.
But Diddy, on the other hand,
Diddy knows,
billionaire. Yup.
And apparently this Jefferies guy knew some stuff.
Right.
Company.
All right, so they saying this is the reason for their exit, but I doubt it.
Companies most often are not disclosing reasons for their CEOs' departures last.
See, they're not going to tell. They ain't going to tell us. They bring that back.
Companies most often are.
Yep.
Because they in some
Companies
legal
most
trouble.
often are
That's
not
why.
disclosing reasons for their CEOs' departures last, with 183 cases. Another 131 CEOs have retired this year, accounting for 21% of all exits, compared to 25% of CEOs who retired in the same period last year. Meanwhile, 146 CEOs stepped down into other C-level advisory or board roles, making up 23% of all exits. Another 36 CEOs saw their interim periods end, while acquisition and merger activity accounted for 12 CEO exits.
Man, them CEOs getting the hell
And
up
you
out
know
of
all
here.
them CEOs gonna be telling. Just think about it. Because you gotta think about it. A lot of times when CEOs just step down like that, it be legal troubles.
Facts.
And they tell them to step down so it don't embarrass the company. So, or you know what I'm saying, just step down. Don't even before anybody makes a scene. But you see now, years later, the stuff is coming out. Because this guy, Mike Jefferies, he stepped down. He stepped down from Abercrombie and Fitch. He stepped down from them, and look, now he's hemmed up in some stuff. Revolt made Diddy step down. Diddy had to resign from Revolt. You see how it's like when they run into some legal troubles. So that means they all tied up in some type of big ring, global ring. That's why they sent Homeland Security after Diddy in all 3 states. Wherever he had property at, they sent Homeland Security. So that's big.
Hell yeah.
So it's definitely something going on that's not being told to everybody, but you can see it if you can see the pattern.
All right.
And I don't really think it's about skin color neither. It's a global network of all types of individuals from all types of countries, all types of organizations, all types of forms of entertainment, business, all everywhere, political, everywhere, all through every business, every stratosphere of the planet. It seems like it's all being exposed now.
Hell yeah.
That's insanity.
Yeah.
Because all these individuals stepping down like this, the system is about to fall.
Mm-hmm.
So that's global legal trouble. So these individuals been tracked all these years of doing all that dirt, and they twisting the laws to fit whatever they want to do to them. Because even the casting couch now, they said, is considered trafficking. The casting couch. So if you was one of them celebrities or execs or gatekeepers that was whispering sweet nothings and had them doing stuff on them couches just to get ahead in their career,
going to jail, buddy.
Yeah, they got you.
Yeah.
That's what they gonna get you on. They gonna say you was trafficking. Because they say you was doing it everywhere. You was doing it in your studio in New York. You was doing it in your studio in London. You was taking them to Dubai. You was like all this stuff. They got tabs on all of that.
Flight log. They got flight
logs. They got credit card. Everything. They use credit cards too.
So if you,
they probably ain't think that. You know what I mean?
So
they
you flying in
use
women
that to
across
take them down.
Yeah, if you flying in prostitutes across state lines, then that's considered trafficking.
Bro.
Yo, hit that like button, y'all. Top right corner.
It's insanity.
Hit that 3 dots at the top right corner for me, please, and hit that like button. Please smash that like button. You know what I'm saying? Man, this video is sponsored by NightandDayHerbals.com. So make sure y'all head over there and support the shop. NightandDayHerbals.com. The link is pinned to in the chat. You know what I mean? We got CBD, natural CBD, natural detoxes, skin and hair care products on there as well. Vapes. You know what I'm saying? Loose flowers, detox, super foods, super greens, the alkaline. We got the 5-star Isiah. Oh, damn, it's sold out. Sold out, y'all. We will be stocking back on that though. All right. So NightandDayHerbals.com is the website. Yeah, you can go over there and take advantage of the 20% off. At the top of the website, you will see the discount code at the top. So you just use that during the checkout and get 20% off on all orders. So we appreciate y'all, man. We definitely appreciate y'all.
Yeah, this definitely was a fire live. Operation Casting Couch, man.
Operation Casting Couch. Man. Yeah, we appreciate y'all, man, coming through and rocking out with us, man. If y'all haven't subscribed to this channel, definitely make sure y'all subscribe to this channel, Night and Day Talk Media. I'm your host, J.R. Curry.
I'm Isiah Curry.
Man, this is a fire live, bro. So we're gonna, like we said, we're gonna keep y'all updated on anything Diddy going on. We're gonna keep y'all updated. Anything that's that's come out about the industry, the CEOs or any other indictments, we will be covering it on this channel. So make sure y'all subscribe to Night and Day Talk Media, man. I don't know anything else you want to say to the people before we head out.
Yeah, man, we definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. Yeah, man, smash that like button. We'll be back. Make sure y'all click that notification bell too. If y'all just subscribing, so y'all know when we live again.
Right. All right, and on that note, we're going to get up out of here, y'all.
Do you have neurological pain, chest pain, heart palpitations, headaches, brain fog, anxiety, insomnia, fatigue, and abdominal discomfort? With all the environmental disasters and contaminants plaguing our land, water, air, and food, we need something to counteract all the pollution that is making us sick. This is where zeolite comes to the rescue. Millions of people have been using detoxification supplements to remove harmful toxins, pollutants, heavy toxic metals, as well as to balance pH levels. Lower the risk of risks like cold and flu, support the immune system, and improve nutrient absorption. What is zeolite? Zeolite is a volcanic ash that forms over time when ash and lava react with alkalized water, resulting in a compound with a very strong cage-like structure and a negative charge. Zeolite is one of the most fascinating and powerful nature remedies available. Great to detox and balance your body. Health benefits of detoxing. The removal of excess heavy metals can improve overall health. Detoxification helps balance a body's pH levels. This product provides 30 capsules, 1 month supply, ships within 3 days. Purchase now at Night and Day, netmarket.com, and haven't been evaluated by the FDA. We do not claim our product cure or treat any ailments. Please consult with your medical health care provider to see if ZeoAid will be right for you.